let's move. Let's move, let's move, let's move, let's groove. Open up your arms, just a little good morning stretch. Down here in South Florida today, it feels just kind of chilly. I think it's colder in the house than it is outside. And then let's do what Michelle's doing, like a little kid just kind of swings around. Take a lot of your inspiration from what kids do out on the playground or just when they're hanging around. It's always a good thing. And if I haven't seen you, happy 2024. Hello. Here we are, almost 4 years later. For some of us, it's been a lot longer than 4 years. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take the arms up and hinge forward and just shoot the arms back. Big arms, big hips, back. I'm just going to change my camera position just a little bit more, a little bit higher. And do 3 more of those. 2 more. 1 more. Stay back here. Interlace your fingers and fold forward. Bend the knees as much as you need to, and just, you can shift your hips from side to side. And then come back to the center. Leave your arms down in the center. Drop your hips down low like you're going to sit down or sit back. And then walk your hands forward, straighten your legs. Bend your knees, walk your hands back in, drop your hips. Walk your hands out, straighten your legs. Walk your hands back, bend your knees, sit back. Walk your hands out, straighten your legs. 1 more time, bend your knees, sit down. Walk out, straighten your legs. Stay here and fold in a shortened downward facing dog. Nice. Right hand to left ankle, foot or shin, twist underneath. Good morning. And then come back to, come back to the center. Uh-oh, I have a little froggy in my throat. And twist over to the right side. So if you're just joining us, if you have a kettlebell, if you have a small ball, and if you have a small band, grab it and just press back into this small downward facing dog. Hands to your thighs, round your spine halfway up, extend your spine, round your spine halfway up, extend your spine, and round your spine, come halfway up, and then from there pull up, stretch the arms out in front and up and overhead, lean to the right side. Ooh. Inhale, lean to the left side, exhale. And then come back to center, open up, squeeze your shoulders together, and then just wrap yourself, give yours a little bit of hug, and let's go ahead and start working. Take some moderate towards heavier weights. The first set you might choose to go lighter, see how it feels in the body today. So pick up your weights, bring them by your side. We're going to start with a squat, and again, if you don't do full squats, you can just do a little hip hinge. As we come down, we tap the weights to the floor, we go into a hammer curl and a shoulder press right from there. So feet are about hips width apart, slight turn out at the toes. We'll drop back in 3, 2, 1. Squat down, hammer to shoulder press 1. Good. Squat down, again, hammer to shoulder press 2. So make sure you're not hanging with straight legs if you're not doing a squat. Just do a slight bend. 4, or at least do a calf raise or something, right? 5, all the way up. 6, I'm hoping that I get warmer. 7, good. 8, so most of these dumbbell exercises will be compound exercises. 6 more. 6, 5, good, nice. 4, last 3, 3, 2 more times. 1 more time. Come up, good. Okay, second set, or second exercise, I should say, in the circuit, is a bent knee deadlift, come up halfway row, and then stand up all the way to support. And stretch out the back. So, all right, here we go. Dumbbell is what we're using now. 3, 2, deadlift. Come halfway up, row, and then stand back up 1. All the way down, halfway up, row, 2. Good. Come all the way down, halfway up, 3, and all the way up. Here's 4. Halfway. And up. And 5. All the way up. 10 more. Good. 10. 9. Good. No round to the back. Shoulders pull back. 8. Good. 7. So make sure you come halfway up on your way through the rows. 6 more. 5. 4. Last 3. Stand up. Last 2. And 1 more. Down. And up. Okay, it's not a squat, so be careful there. Take one of your heavy weights, one of your lighter weights, whichever one you want to do. We're going to do an alternating lunge twist. So I do it as a rear lunge. If you want to do it as a front lunge, you're welcome to it. You can hold the weight either way. As you step back, you rotate to the leg that stays in front. If you're lunging front, you rotate to the leg that's in front. All right, so alternating in 3, 2, we go. 1, switch. 1, 2, 2. Good. 3, if you're not lunging, you do that tap back. 3, 4, 5. My shoes are very squeaky. They're new. I just put them on. And they're very, very squeaky against my foot. 7, 8, 9. Keep it going. 10, 11, 12, almost there. 13, 14, and this is our last set. 15, and there we go. And there you have it. Okay. Left my water out again. All right. If you need water, grab it. I forgot mine. So we go back to the first exercise, which is your squat to a hammer shoulder press. It is like a clean and press. It's not like a snatch, so it does have that almost dedicated stop at the shoulders. Pick up your weights. By the way, who was with me yesterday? Cindy. I don't know how. I know Michelle, you were with me earlier, but my second class. Man, those glutes. Okay. Weight back into your heels. She's off camera. Let's see if she feels the same way. Squat down, hammer, 3, 2, go. Squat, curl and press. 2, curl and press. 3, good, that's it, keep that torso up. 4, 5, drop down like you're gonna pick something up off the floor with your hands. 6, so your glutes really have to get active. 7, 8, oh yeah, the good news, we're only doing 2 sets today. 9, say thank you. 10, 11, 12, 13, 2 more, 14, last one, 15, and done. Good. If you're changing weights, move on to a heavier set if possible for your deadlifts and to your, I think I can take off my shirt now. Cindy, how are your glutes from yesterday? How are your glutes feeling? Your glutes? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
feel them today, thank you. All right, deadlifts, that's why I comment on it. Deadlifts with a row in 3, 2, and we go. Come down and row. So not quite a squat, Maxine. Good, hinge forward, look at my legs. I'll come to, it's a softer bend. Yeah. Good, so we don't drop the hips as low. 4, halfway, and stand up. You don't need to bring your arms up. 5, just a row, and up. And 6, and up. 7, flat back, chest out, hips back. 8, go down slowly on the way down. 9, good, 6 more. 10, last 5, last 4, last 3, 2 more, and 1 more, and all the way up. Good. We're going to keep one weight and move on to the lunges and the rotation or the twist. Right? Hold your weight in whatever direction works best for you. Alternating lunges in 3, 2, go. 1 and 2. You're back. And 3. I'm very familiar with the internet deciding to cut off on us. And 4, 5, 6, get that good rotation. 7, even if you don't do a lunge, it's okay. 8, 9, and 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and last one. 1 and 1. Good. All right. Come back. If you have a kettlebell, grab it. If you don't, take one of your heavier weights. We're going to swing, do a kettlebell swing. So kettlebell swing, it's a little bit of a momentum move, that's why you can use a heavier weight. So we swing through the legs, we come up. You don't have to go up. You can go hip height, waist height, chest height. You can go all the way up, you don't need to. It's a hip thrust forward. Don't arch your back. Don't think about lifting it like a front raised weight. Don't think about, that's not too bad. So you swing, okay? Straight arms, heavy weight or kettlebell. That's it, Maria, good. All right, we got 15 of these. Start, bend your knees a little bit, sit down. We usually pick it up from the floor to get it. All right, in 3, 2, we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab a hold of it. Bye, as they say the horse. Okay, so now we're going to do a front lunge. Chop across the body, alternating side to side. Okay, so hold it at your chest. Yeah, you can go to a lighter weight if you need to. Hold it at your chest, cross the body in 3, 2, we go. 1, 2, I don't know if you hear my huge sneakers, but 3, 4, 5, 6, we're going to 8 of these. 7, and 8, and 9. Good. So kind of like what we said before, but this time we went from a cross-body chop as opposed to just a waistline. Now, hold on to your kettlebell. A couple of things you could do. We're going to squat, press, tricep. If you want to add the swing and catch it, press, tricep, you can do that. So you can either swing or just go into a squat. I'm going to do it with swing. So I'll show you a couple times. All right, so in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to swing, catch it, press, tricep 1. Swing, catch it, press 2. Swing, catch it. So you have to kind of arrange your arms differently. 4, tricep. 5, 6. I think Michelle was there for the first kettlebell class that we had when I opened my studio, and I was the one who inaugurated hitting the floor with my kettlebell and creating a nice pothole. 6 more. 6. And that was, you know when that was? 2009. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Notice that when I'm swinging, I'm also bending my knees as I catch the weight. I did that a couple of times. And 1. Good, put it down. So on that one, if you're swinging a kettlebell, you kind of flip it up so you grab it, the horns push up. When you push up, you can use a little bit more of that hip power to get you up. Get your arms up over your shoulders. Okay, let's go back. Ooh, okay. Let's go back to the swings, kettlebell or weights. Okay, it is working, okay. So again, if you're doing a kettlebell, put it between your feet, and then you pick it up from the ground, all right? So, kind of like a center in football, although I've never been a center in football, so I don't really know. But kind of in this position, right here, 3, 2, we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Remember, it's the hip thrust. 6, 5, 4. We're not using our lower back. 3, or shoulders. 2, 1. In other words, we're not arching forward and back from the lower back, and we're not picking the weight up with our hands and shoulder strength. It's momentum that drives it through. All right, cross body chop, hold on to the horns or your weight. Cross from opposite shoulder to opposite hip in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess you'll all like a little stretch tomorrow. 6, 7, 8, 9. My shoes sound like ducks quacking. 10, quacking. 11, 12. Just 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right. So for this last exercise, again, you can just squat, take your weight up and over your head and down behind your head, or if you're swinging, you can do it with a weight or a tricep. Bye, honey. Okay. Pick up your kettlebell. 3, 2. So I'm going to swing it. All right, 1. So here, I might come down for an extra bend and do that little squatty thing. Just a little bit of momentum. 3. If not, you might be here. 4, like this. 5, 6. So you take a choice. What works for you? 7, 8, 9, 10, up, 5 more, 3, 2, one more is 1. Get us over the hump. Okay, good. We're gonna come back down to the floor, or down to the floor to start. Come to your hands and knees. You can put your hands on weights. Yeah, adjust your cameras for some. Deb, Maxine, Cindy, your camera moves. I don't know. I'm just gonna move the weights out of the way so that we're all clear. All right. So now we're just gonna do some body weight exercises. So being on my hands and my knees, you probably know what's coming up. We'll start with a push-up. Arms are wide. If you don't do a push-up on the floor, do it on a bench, do it on a wall, do it on a bed, do it on something that's higher. Will be a little less challenging nonetheless. So you decide where you need to be, all right? Arms wide today, wider than your shoulders. We're not turning the fingers in. We're gonna keep them neutral or slightly rotated out. You could be on your knees, on your toes, or a combination of any of them. Shift forward, shoulders are over wrists. 3, 2, go. 15, 14, 13, keep your head in line with your spine. 12, 11, keep your core nice and tight. 10, 9, 8, where'd you go, Deb? 7, 6, wider arms, Maria. 5, 4, take them outside your mat. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Come to your, let's do it on the forearms. Come to your forearms, elbows under shoulders, knees are lifted or not. Walk your feet back behind you. Come up to the floor. Step into a plank in 3, 2, 1, and hold your plank. When you're holding your plank, level out your pelvis. Crown of the head to tailbone long. Push through the floor. Lift your kneecaps up. Look forward and breathe. Pull the belly in. Stay strong, like I'm going to sit on your back. And if I sit on your back and you collapse, I know you're not strong now. You got 30 more seconds. Push down through it. Hang in there. I know we did a lot of planks on, was it Monday? New Year's Day? So this is a piece of cake. Good. Stay long with it. Don't lose your breath. Don't hold your breath, I should say. 10 more, 15 more seconds. Stay on it. After this plank, we're just going to drop our hips for a little bit of a Sphinx pose. And we'll do that in 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your hips in 1. Good stretch. Ooh, all right. Now we're going to come onto our backs. So roll over, lay on your back. Give you a couple options here. So we're going to do what's called the hundreds, but we're going to do it with a different count. I'm going to count to 4. So the arms are about a couple inches off the floor, long arms. You're going to pump the arms like there's a spring underneath your hands. You can have your head and shoulders up or down. You can have your legs up or down here, or a little bit further out for a little bit more tension. You can also have the knees bent a little further out. So you've got a bunch of options. You can do anything you want, really, basically, with the legs. What feels good to you. All right, so stretch your arms out. You know, I usually like to have my knees bent in some variation to maintain stability on the back. Nice bottom of your shoes, Maxine, but we'll get there. All right, don't worry about it. Reach your arms out in front of you. Lift your head and shoulders up if you can, and start to pump for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. 3, 4, and 3, 2, 3, 4, and 4. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, and 6. 3, 4, and 7, 2, 3, 4, and 8. You're halfway there. 9, 2, 3, 4. If you need a hand behind your head, 11, 2, 3, 4, 12, and 13, and 14, and 15, and rest, knees in. Good, all right, I like a little smile twist here, just feels good. Take it up and over to the other side. And then we're gonna roll right back over to your hands and knees for your push-ups. So, wide push-ups. Wide push-ups, meaning your hands are wider than your shoulders, wider than your mat for most of us. All right? Stay on your knees or on your toes, on the ball, on the wall, on the bench. You can, if you have the big stability ball, you can choose to walk over it and put your hands on the floor. That way, the more body that's on, the easier it'll be. The less body that's on, the more challenging it'll be. All right, step forward. Turn your fingers, your palms out and open. 3, 2, go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Keep your gaze straight in front of you. 8, 7, 6, 5, stay with it, 4, last 3, 2, last 1, push back, child's pose, stretch it all the way back. Now for this plank, you can choose to be up on your hands or down on your forearms again. What feels better for you, or you can do a little both. We can try that. So walk your hands out. I'm going to start on my hands, and I'll go down halfway to my forearms. Tuck, and just say thank you for not making me go up and down, up and down, up and down. All right, that's another day. All right, legs out behind you in 5 seconds. We're going to lift our feet up or our knees up off the floor. Get your legs back further. Row. 3, 2, 1. Hold. So same thing. If your arms are straight, if your arms are bent, push through the floor. Pull the belly in. Line up your head and your tailbone. Lift your kneecaps up if you're off the floor. Stay strong through the center. Dome your shoulders. Look forward, look forward, look forward. Lift the belly up. No collapsing through that middle spine. Stay where you are. Anytime you want to come down further, you can. Good, Rose. See if you can take your legs a little further back. You're halfway through right now. Right now. So if you want to come down to your forearms, just shift down and stay here. Truthfully, I don't think forearms are easier at all. In fact, I think they're a little bit more challenging. Breathe in, 15 seconds. Stay with it. Woo! 10 seconds. Here we go on the countdown. Do not stop before 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lower your hips. 5. Yeah, yesterday I had to punish my class because I counted down from 3 and they all stopped at 3, so. All right, push back, come back onto your back for the 100, Homebody's version 100. So some of you know this from a Pilates exercise. It's just our take on it for today. So again, legs can be on the floor, in the air, straight, a little bit further out at an angle. That will be possibly your most challenging position. All right, arms are about 1 inch or 2 off the floor. It's just they're pumping up and down with small movements. Small movements, okay? Lift your head and shoulders up, arms out in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 2, 3, 4, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and bring the knees in. Good job, guys. All right, twist over to one side, and then twist over to the other side. Okay. Let's come up to standing for a moment. We'll just do a set standing, then we'll get back down on the floor. We will still use the bands. So we're going to do some arm and some legs. Take the arms overhead. If you have a band, you can hold it. I usually tend to hold it between my thumb and my forefinger around it, or you can hold it above your wrist. Try not to have it too much on the joints. And then we're going to take the arms up overhead. You can come into a plie squat and hold that. As you come down, you're gonna bring the arms shoulder height, squeeze your shoulders together, and pull the band apart, and then come back up, okay? So let's go for 15 of those. In 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees and sit down. 15. As you're doing this, yeah, you can go up and down. 2, or you can hold like I'm holding isometrically. 3, squeeze your shoulder blades together. 4, 5, 6, squeeze, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 5, 4, 3, keep the elbows shoulder height, and 2 more, we're gonna hold them there. 2 and 1, stay here and pull back 10, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, squeeze, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Woo. Shake it out. Yeah, I know, right? All right. If you're using a band that's light, you gotta choke up on it or maybe use 2 bands. Take the band in your right hand. I tend to hold it between the thumb and forefinger again, over your head. Take the other arm, actually we'll do it this way. Take this left arm and bring it into your waistline. Bicep over your ear. We're gonna extend the arm up, okay? So Michelle, it might be hard with that band, so do what you gotta do. All right, again, sitting down, right arm, 15, 14, 13, my band's a little tight so I'm not getting perfectly straight. 11, 10, 9, 8, so Maxine, I changed my arms, but you're good there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, hold the band just as you have it by your right waistline. Hold the band into your waistline and pull down with your right arm. All right, so the same arm, okay? 3, 2, go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, don't move your shoulder, 9, 8, pull down, Maxine, 7, down behind you, 6, yeah, 5, there you go, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take the bands up over your head again. Left arm, right arm down. Left arm over your head, right arm in by your waistline. Kick up the left arm in 3, 2, go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. The right arm's not doing anything. It's holding. 4, it's the left arm that moves. 3, 2, 1. Now bring it in. Left arm, right arm at your hip. Left arm behind you and down. 3, 2, go. 15, 14, 13, 12, good. 11, 10, 9, get your arm lowest in. 8, right hand right by your hips. 7, 6, see where my hand is? 5, bring it to the other hip. 4, across the body. 3, right hand to left hip. 2, right hand to left hip. The other way, okay. 2, and 1, there you go. Good, so the arm that's holding it is kind of holding across your body, then you're pulling down. No biggie. All right, as soon as Cindy's done, let's all go down to the floor. Put the band on the bottom of your sneakers, or if you're not wearing sneakers, on the bottom of your feet. Just across, you know, that where the sneaker indents in your arch. And bring your legs up, tabletop height, over your hips. Put a little pressure against the feet. So open the legs open to the side so you've got a little outer work going on. Take a breath and lift your head and shoulders up, and we'll do bicycles in 3, 2, go. 1, center, twist. 2, twist. 3, the lower you go, the more challenging it is. 4, but also for your back. 4, 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, no, I lied, 11, 12, 3 more, 13, 14, and 15, there, good. Now slide the band up. You can have it above your ankles, below your knee, or over your knee. You choose. Or let's do 1 and 1. Let's do the first set with our band above our ankles. Take your legs out. Turn your toes out. Lift your hips up. Open up the legs. Bring the legs in and roll down. So let's do it this way. Start with your feet are still turned out, but your knees are in closer. You'll lift up with your knees in close, open, close, and come down. All right, that'll be easier for you. Your feet are on the floor, so we're in a bridge, going into bridge. All right, if you want to put a weight on your pelvis or in the air, or lift your arms up, I like to usually keep my arms up. All right, so bring the knees together, lift your hips and pelvis off the floor. And now open, close, tap your knees, and come back down 1. Lift up, open, close, 2. Lift up, open, close, 3. Good. 4. So we go up and down with our knees together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and done. Bring your arms down, lift your legs up. Legs, power against the legs. We're going to open, close here as well. Now, you don't want to close so far that the band goes slack, all right? You don't want to have any looseness in the band. You always want to have some action in that band. All right, so the legs are straight up. The legs can go further out like we did in the hundreds if it feels comfortable for your back, okay? So legs straight up or a couple degrees forward. In 3, 2, 1, we open, close, 1. Open, close, 2. Open, close, 3. Straighter legs, 4. Open, close, 5. Make sure you're not on a joint. 6, 7. You should not have this around your knees. 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 5, yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hug your knees in. Put your band around the bottoms of your feet again. All right. Knees over hips. Again, have some action against the band, so you're pulling your legs apart. Hands behind your head. Take a breath in. Head and shoulders up. Exhale and twist. Go 15, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, hang in there, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time, 1, and in. Good. Now this time let's put the band above the knees. You'll notice the subtle differences when you just change where the action of the band is going. All right, so put the band above your knees. Bring your feet to the floor, bring your knees towards each other. Just remember, not on the knees, but above. Or if you want to stay where you were before, at the above the ankles, that's fine. All right, hips up. I'm going to bring my arms up just to kind of remind me. Lift up and go. 1, open, close, and down. So again, the knees are together when you come up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Arms down, legs up. Above the knees, feet are above the hips, or you can have them a little bit further out in front of you, a little bit more action in the center area. All right, 15, here we go, 3, 2, go. 1, close, 2, 3, depending on your band, you might get very far, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Good. You can keep the band on, I believe, if you want. Otherwise, you don't really need it. But grab your small ball. Now, if you don't have a small ball, I may have one left to sell. I don't remember if I do. If you don't have a small ball, you can try your yoga block. It may not be quite as comfortable. Or, you put your hands down. You don't have to do anything, right? So, if you're going to try the yoga block, just put it behind your back and lean towards it. If you've got the small ball, put it behind your back and lean towards it. Don't, what I call pancake, don't put all your body weight into the ball. So you want to have a little of your weight there so there's tension here, all right? Hands behind your head, across your chest, by your ears. We got 15 crunches here. Ready? 3, 2, go. Now go back a little bit and come up a little bit. So that's small range of motion. Let's call it 11 to 1, like our rowing machine. 11 to 1, 3, 4, 5, and if you go to see the movie and you're totally inspired to row, 7, let me know, 8, you should be, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Sit up, lay down. Just take the ball out, or the block. So again, it might not be as comfortable on the block. Lift your hips up and put your, I'm going to take the band off actually. Put your back on the ball. All right, you can keep your band on, it's not going to matter. So, legs are going to come in to your chest. Extend your legs out. If you can, extend your arms and legs out. It's a lot easier on the floor. It's not easy on the floor. So let's start with just the legs for a few reps, okay? Bring your knees up over your hips, and then bring your knees towards your chest, and then let's take the heels together, toes apart as well. And then extend your legs out. 1, bring it in and out. 2, bring it in and out. 3. Good. Now, differently, Maxine, look at me. Bring your heels together, bring your knees towards your shoulders. 5. So bring it in towards your shoulders. 6. If you want to try to add a little upper body, maybe one arm at a time. 7. It will definitely change the dynamic. 8. As you can see, I'm struggling. 9. 10. 5. 4. 3. Heels higher than knees. 2. And one more.
Good. Put your feet down and just adjust your ball or your block to make sure that it's still under your sacrum. And then lift your legs in the air. Heels together, toes apart. Lower the legs just a couple degrees down. Good. Now we're going to make big circles. So point your toes and open out to the side. Circle. Bring your heels together and keep doing it in that direction until I tell you to change. So you point on the way out and you flex on the way in. This is 3. The lower you go, the more challenging this is going to be. 4. It's also going to be challenging on your back. 5. Look at me if you're not sure. 6. The legs are straight. 7. And now reverse it. Point the toes out. Bring the heels together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8, and come back, hug your knees in. Stretch your legs straight out on the floor. Just open up the hip a little bit here. Stretch your arms behind your head. Reach up and away. Okay, we've got one more round, then you're done. Come back up, bend the knees, lift the hips up, slide the ball out, come back up to sitting. Bring the ball or the block behind your back. Just to let your body weight, or let your back touch. Now, the angle that we're going at is, I was commenting on the erg, Maxine. So from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, that's how far you go. So look at a clock on your right side, look at where 11 o'clock would be, and look at where 1 o'clock would be, and that's where your body's going. Hands behind your head. We go in 3, 2, 1. Come up 11, go back 1, 2, 3. So it's not such a huge range of motion. 4, 5, look at your pretend clock, maybe you have an actual clock. 6, and it's not digital. 7, 8, 9, so we're creating a lot of tension. 10, we got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Hello, hip flexors. How we doing? All right, lay on your back. 2 more exercises. Lift your hips up. Put the ball under your sacrum, or a little bit higher, possibly. All right, legs come up in the air. Heels together, toes apart. Extend your legs out a couple degrees. Keep the heels together. If you keep your heels together, then you'll have to open your knees as you bring the legs in towards your shoulders. Keep the heels higher than your knees. All right, so bring the knees in 3, 2, go. 1, extend out. So it's not straight up to the ceiling if possible. 2, lengthen your legs a little further away from that 90-degree mark. 3, 4, you don't even have to try your arms. 5, keep your heels higher than your knees. 6, belly in. 7, 8, what are you wearing, Cindy? 10-pound weights on your ankle? 9, that's my girl. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I almost fell off. There we go. All right, big leg circles. Legs up in the air again. Heels together, toes apart. Lower your legs a couple degrees forward. Open your legs to the side. Point your toes out. 3, 2, go. Big circles, toes, then heels touch. Open 2. Good, Maria. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reverse it. Last 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hug your knees into your chest. Good. Now again, stretch your legs out on the floor. You made it, but let's stretch through the hip flexors. So keep the ball, if you can, the ball of the block to elevate your back a little bit and stretch out the front of your body. Stretch your arms over your head. Reach, 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 reach. Okay. One more big breath. Find a lot of space here. And then empty, release your arms, bend your knees, lift your hips up off of the ball. And roll yourself up to sitting, or face front. Cross one leg, let's just all do the same leg. Cross the left leg in front of the right. Take the ball in front of you. Keep your spine long as you walk the ball forward to the first point of resistance. You can come up onto your pinky edges of your fingers. And then roll the ball back in. Do that again. Roll the ball out. And roll the ball back in. One more time. Roll the ball out. So you'll feel more in your left glute. Roll the ball back in and just switch the cross of the legs. Roll the ball out. Roll the ball in. Roll the ball out. Roll the ball in. Roll the ball out. And roll the ball in. Take your legs, bring your right leg inside of your left leg, bring your left leg behind you, mermaid style. Right hand on the ball. No pancaking the ball. Lift up and over to the right side, stretch. Come back up. Again, stretch. Come back up, relax the shoulder. This time as you stretch up and over, turn yourself to the ball and roll the ball a little further out. Push your left hip down. Inhale, come up. Lift up, take the ball up and over. And let's just switch sides. Left leg in, right leg behind you. And roll the ball out to the side on the left side. Come up and over, 1, and back, and 2, and back, and 3. Take it over and stretch further away. Good, return. Take it up, reach over, and then come back up and around. Come onto your hands and knees, move your ball out to the side. Cat-cow, arch your back and round your back. And then come to neutral, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Bend one knee, then the other. And then walk your feet and hands towards each other, whichever direction takes it. Work for you. Forward fold. Shake your head out. Tuck your chin in, push down through your feet, and roll up through your spine. Come up to standing, roll the shoulders back and around a couple times. Take a big breath in. Happy hump day. Exhale. Give yourself a pat on the back at home. Stay home, stay fit, stay healthy.